Got on my leather jacket thriller. They're showing at the Niller. Man, I'm a lady killer. If I want her, I'm a stiller. I promise I could make her fly away like caterpillars. So if you don't know by now, then you should probably get familiar. My leather.
What's up, ladies and gents? It's Idahodub with another Throwback Thursday video. What is this sexy Ferrari doing with a Left 4 Dead paint job on it? Idahodub playing a race car game? What? This is Forza 2. If you're watching this video right now, you can, if you have something else to do that is in the vicinity of your speakers, you can probably just walk away because this video footage isn't going to be too exciting. It's just a race car game, guys. And that's pretty much what I thought about race car games until I started playing this Forza 2. My buddy got me into it, and I've never seen a game so realistic. Like whatever you would do to, like, if you've never played Forza, you can customize pretty much any car that you want, and you have to go through like your career of races. There's certain horsepower and stuff like that. I'm not a gearhead, so I don't know anything about cars, but this game kind of got me into cars a little bit, and it got me thinking about, like, I was looking at parts to put on cars, and like every little tweak you make to a car in this game affects you. And it's not like your typical arcade race car game where you just, mash the gas, then mash the brakes and roll over, flip, and you're back in the race. Like, if you hit a wall in this game, you do damage to your vehicle, and that affects how your vehicle operates. So Forza is an awesome game that I haven't played the new one, but I did play Forza 3, and it's an awesome game, man. It's such an awesome series, and the amount of work that has to go into this game just to be able to, just this car alone, there's so many different parts you can put on it, and then you can go into the parts and, tweak the torque and all of that, gear talk. And so it's crazy. It's a super fun game. The only other race car game I think that I ever played that I enjoyed that much was on the original Nintendo. And that was when everybody had like 64s. Dub just got his original Nintendo. There's a game called Rad Racer. And it was just basically, it was just a straight road. You didn't have any turns or anything, but there was like guys racing with you, and there's traffic. And ooh, Dub's spinning out right now, man. Get it under control. See, that's how realistic it is, man. Arcade games, you just blow through that grass. Nope. So yeah, Rad Racer. I just remember it was like, it would just change the scenery around you, and it would just get harder and harder. It's like there'd be like more traffic, and it was all about checkpoints. So you had like a time limit you had to reach. But nothing ever changed. The scenery just, it'd be like grass one time, and then a desert, then you were in the city. And it was just like really weird landscapes all the time. And after the city, you'd be in, I remember like one of the last stages, I don't think I ever beat it, but one of the last stages, it was like this Greek, it was like a Greek setup or a Roman setup. There was like all these, columns and pillars everywhere. And maybe it was like they were going for the Athens look. Like I don't know, like I'm an Olympian or something. It was just a weird game. Rad Racer. Look into it. I'm gonna look into it, man. I totally forgot about that game until I just started doing this video. So yeah, that's what we're playing, man. Forza 2. I know I missed. This would have been a good time actually for me to do my first vehicle video or my first vehicle gameplay, but I wasted that on the NBA Jam video. Why didn't I think about that? Oh man, it's Throwback Thursday. There's plenty of old stuff to talk about. In particular, phones. Today, I was talking to a coworker. He's an older gentleman, funny guy. And he came up to me and he goes, Dub, he didn't call me Dub, but he said, hey, can you come show me how to do a panoramic photo on my phone? And then he busts out this laptop, aka that Samsung S4 or S4 I think is what it is, or S5, one of those two. First of all, do any of you guys have those? I know they're a popular phone. They are huge. It is like carrying a laptop in your back pocket. But it got me thinking because I was like, I don't use Samsung, man. So I'm an iPhone guy, which is weird because I only use a PC, but I have all these Apple products. And it got me thinking because he was like, I've had a flip phone for so many years, and I got this thing, and he loves it. But it's so funny to think about how far we've come with telephones. It was not that long ago that I thought my Motorola Razr was the bee's knees. It was the Item 9. It was the best thing on the planet. Remember, I had like this sleek metallic phone, and I just remember thinking it was the most awesome thing ever. And I remember feeling that with every single new phone I've gotten. It's just amazing how quickly technology changes. I mean, as a kid, I remember my parents first got their cell phones. My mom had like this, it wasn't very big. And it was like this teeny flip phone, and you could just push the buttons. Like the only thing you would see, it wasn't even like an LED screen, or I guess it was LED, but you would just it looked like a calculator almost. You would just dial, that was it. All I did was dial the number. There was no screen, there was no text messages. And I was like going into middle school when that happened, you know, like elementary. Yeah, maybe it was even middle school, probably was. And then, you know, it was middle school because I was getting ready to go into high school. I remember that's when I got my first phone. My mom would like let me. It wasn't common for kids to have phones then, so my mom would like let me borrow the Nokia 5165 phone. You guys, some of you might be too young to remember that, but that was like the best phone that there was. That was kind of like the iPhone of its time, or the Razor of its time. You know, when the Razor was popular, that was like the phone. It just like this brick phone. It was pretty simple. But you could customize it. You could put like on all these faceplates. I feel like I maybe have talked about this in a video before. I probably have. I've put up a lot of videos. But you could customize the screen. You could put like, I remember I had like a disco ball and like my antenna. Like I put so much money into that stupid phone. It's ridiculous. But that just triggered something today, man. When that guy was showing, you know, this older guy showing me his S4, and he's like, hey, I just imagine him being at home with like one of those phones where you put your finger in the hole and then you turn it the 9 all the way to the, you know, I'm talking about those old phones. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, those landlines. Oh man, I just kind of rambled on here with that. Dub and that Ferrari, way above his class. He shouldn't have been in there. A little bit of damage, 124K though. Oh man, Dub didn't even make it a race. But yeah, I'd be curious to know, you know, I feel like I've talked about cell phones a lot before. Probably have. I remember doing one commentary on the cell phones. I should have like a checklist by my desk. What to not talk about. Look how many credits I've earned in this game. I mean, 8 million credits. I have played this game way, way too much. But that's going to do it. There's that sexy Left 4 Dead paint job. Leave a comment down below about whatever you want. If you have any topics you want me to discuss, let me know down below. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, bad bitch with some panga lips, passing on a joint to her friends, saying take a hit. Real smooth, Anita.